Honey, I got my hoops on. You cannot tell me anything today. Hey, girl. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your monthly reading on the blessings coming towards you, right? Now, I am going to kind of heavily focus the messages towards this and the intention towards this in terms of love, right? But I also will do my best to cover everything else as well in the messages, but I just kind of wanted to put that out there that I will be seeing the cards through a specific scope, right? But when it comes to any of my readings, though, not Capricorn, I apologize, Virgo, be sure to rely on your intuition, right? You know how the cards work out for you because you know your situation better than I ever possibly could. Because put it in perspective, just man reading some tarot cards to you, Virgo. We're going to be tapping into the overall energies of February, and then we're just going to start deep diving into everything, right? Virgo, so if you do find something in this reading that resonates, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you would like, if you would like to, but also if you do enjoy this reading, because it does help out this channel a lot, and I always am super appreciative when you take the time to do that for me, Virgo. And then let's just get into this now, Virgo. Enough of the babbling, right? It's not like I'm able to even speak properly for y'all's reading so far. Good cards. Virgo, we have the Magician card coming in. So this is the card that you want, like any person wants to have when it comes to their reading. When it comes to their overall reading, when it comes to the overall energy, you want this Magician. Let me tell you why. Because it's like, that's when the world is your oyster. That's when you're in control of how things are going to pan out. This is where you are in your optimal manifesting phase, right? So even if it's not in terms of love, whatever it is that you've been trying to actively bring towards you in your life, the Magician card comes in as confirmation that it's working. 10 of Air, it's a beautiful card to have as well, which is talking about the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, and expect things to get better now. So it's almost just like going into February. I'm sorry, Virgo. Anytime I start talking a lot, I end up having like a bunch of air, and I try not to burp on camera. But when you have this 10 of Air paired with the Magician card, it's like you go into February with a game plan, right? Because the Magician card is you taking that proactive role, and you actively trying to change your own life. But it's like once February happens, I don't know if it's through a specific event that happens or what, and maybe it's just like a blockage finally clearing for you, Virgo, where like things are finally going to start working out for you. Maybe for some of you guys, like you left 2020, but it still feels like you've had like some residual 2020 energy left on you, and so now you're just like, February is finally where it's going to be like you're finally feeling pretty stable. Right, with this King of Coins, you're feeling pretty stable. This is also a really good card to have paired with the Magician card, because it's just like another card bringing it to the earthly realm. This is where you really are. This is not just talking about from an energetic standpoint. You're going to, with this King of Pentacles and the Magician, it shows you're getting results. Right? Usually when it comes to any tarot reading, we're talking more so just tapping into the energy side of things, you know? So if it's just like, oh, blessings are coming, not just maybe behind the scenes, right? Or like things building up to that point. Now with this is like the eruption process, right? The payout process is actually happening in real time for you. This lets you know that like you're gonna see like the immediate results through your hard work and hard effort. So really good starting cards, really good starting energy, Virgo. So let's start pulling your cards to start fine-tuning this a little bit more. Get some further messages. Now we have that Sun card popping up for you, baby, and that's the best card in the deck. So that's a really really good cards for your month, Virgo. So taking a look at this, 6 of Cups comes in, old energy, but something works out with that Sun card because it does balance out. That does balance out the 6 of Cups, right? Maybe for some of you Virgos, there's like an old energy, an old flame that you don't know how to feel about. Maybe there's like that spark there, but it just didn't work out before. Right, the Sun card with the 6 of Cups is kind of like, give it another chance. You think it might work out this time, right? The Sun card is the best card in the deck, honey. So anything that's with that Sun card, you can't help but feel positive, right? You can't help but realize that things are getting better now, as this 10 of Air says, right? So it's just like a shift, a natural shift. And so you know, you had that energy before, or maybe you were just over a little bit critical towards people, Virgo. Maybe you don't have to be critical, right? But maybe there's just like a certain energy that you just were done with. You checked out with, you didn't want to involve it in your life because, you know, maybe just like a situation of just like, oh, maybe just not in this lifetime, right? Maybe they're just not like our past just we're not meant to cross at this point. This is coming in where I feel like something like that, where it's just like, you pass something off and you're just like, oh, maybe another lifetime or something. This energy is coming back, I feel like, and it seems like you're kind of being pushed to like give it another chance. Maybe, but it is ultimately your choice, right? It's easy for me to say because I'm not the one living the life, right? Um, we do have the Knight of Wands card comes in with the Eight of Cups. So this is an interesting energy, Virgo, because this is like, without the clarifiers, this is looking like Capricorn's reading in the sense of like dropping everything to go into this new thing with somebody else or this new passion. Like the Knight of Wands talks about forward movement, but this Eight of Cups talks about leaving like a seemingly good thing for something else and taking a risk. Maybe it's taking a risk back on this old thing, and that's why it feels risky to you, because it's just like, oh man, you're just over this person, or you're just done thinking about this person, and now they're coming back in your life. Maybe there's a reason why they're coming back in your life, Virgo. That's something I just want to say, right? Now, again, keep in mind, I'm not saying that you need to get with them, because this is a general reading and I'm just an optimist, honey. You're never going to see me not trying to see the bright side of things, right? I don't know your story. I don't know why it is that you left this energy in the past, right? Maybe they're not fully prepared, you know? This is up for you to go with your discretion, right? But let's start pulling some clarifiers. We're going to start tapping into the Six of Cups first and foremost, Virgo. See what's up with that. The Eight of Cups comes out again for you. So this is letting me know that this Eight of Cups is connected towards this person, towards this past thing. Perhaps maybe before you were wanting to walk away from this, or you actively have walked away from it. Or it's like maybe that's what it is, perhaps, Virgo. It was hard for you to walk away from this at one point. And that's why it was so hard for you to walk away from this at one point, that now that it's coming back in your life, Virgo, now that we're going to use the person coming back into your life, an old flame coming back into your life, it kind of spooks you, because it's just like, right? It's just like, you know, you left 2020 in the past. You left this in the past. You want to reinvite this into your space, you know? But I do see stability in this, right? You have the Nine of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles coming in with this. So it's just like, yeah, you're leaving a bunch of cups that are filled, Virgo, but you're going into extremely stable energy. Perhaps before Virgo, this person just wasn't that stable, wasn't that mature. I see as if like, and if it seems as if like time was did a lot for this person, whoever it is, because they learned a lot and they're coming at you with like a new energy, or like just stable. Maybe it's like the same energy, but it's just more stable, because maybe that was like the main issue for a lot of you Virgos, where it's just like this person has a beautiful heart, but it's just like you're not trying to raise them as well. You have your own life to worry about, right? You're not trying to get their life together. Maybe their life wasn't quite together before, Virgo, and now it seems like their life is together now with that Nine of Pentacles and that King. So I like it a lot. It seems, whatever this is in the past, it does seem extremely stable. So even though the Eight of Cups talks about going to the unknown and leaving something that's stable, or something that's good, it seems to be like you're going into a fairly good situation still, regardless. Now let's get some clarification on the Sun card. We get the Knight of Pentacles. So this is associated with new territory. This is associated with taking a chance. Like the Knight of Pentacles is that risk taker. The Knight of Pentacles is that adventurer. You know, they don't back down from a challenge, and I feel like the challenge is coming in as the Six of Cups for you, Virgo. So, but is this really even like a risk anymore when you have like the Sun card coming in, right? Because you're basically being promised of like good result, right? You wouldn't be pushed in this direction if it wasn't, right? We would be seeing more sword cards. The only sword card that you got was the Ten of Air, the Ten of Swords, which is talking like, I mean, you can read this card yourself, Virgo. It says the end of a difficult situation. It's not like you're going into a new situation. It's talking about putting an end to something and going into something new, right? That's what the end seemingly being like that Eight of Cups. Now the other cards I pulled with that Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, was the Eight of Swords in the reverse, which is what you want with this Justice card. So it's almost just like, I don't know if it's you or the other person, Virgo, that just is very resistant, that is really fighting this and has like every excuse in the book as to why they don't want to give this another chance. And it's fine. Again, I'm not trying to peer pressure you, right? Don't let some man reading some tarot cards on a video, YouTube video, honey, peer pressure you into doing anything. But I definitely see like, I see it if you overcome your, we'll just call it stubbornness, honey. If you overcome your stubbornness and your resistance and maybe a little bit guarded energy towards this Knight of Pentacles, a lot of promise comes, but you have to leave it first, right? These two. Now we're going to start pulling some clarifiers for this Knight of Wands for you, Virgo. And the cards we pulled, King of Swords, Five of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is following you around. Now, actually, I want to take this back real quick. I said Nine of Pentacles is following you around. I thought this was the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo. This is actually Ten of Pentacles. So, and this is rewinding back to your Six of Cups, by the way, which is talking about this person. So Ten of Pentacles is even better. Ten of Pentacles is like that extremely stable family energy, right? So I am going to rewind on that and let you know, like, this is an extremely, like, it was stable energy before because Nine of Pentacles represents they are self-sufficient, but it's extremely successful, stable energy when you have the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. That's like saying, like, the kingdom that the King of Pentacles is running is actually profitable, right? Because you can be a king of any type of kingdom and it can be fallen to the ground, honey. So it's letting you know, like, this person is extremely stable. Going into this, so sorry for that mishap, going into this Knight of Wands and the clarifiers with the actual Nine of Pentacles and the King of Swords and the Five of Cups, this is like almost like an energy of just being like you being like, this person comes in and you're just like, oh, no, shoo. You're done with this. You walked away from this. You, like, the blood was spilled. You're trying to put some hardcore boundaries on this. There's a lot of resistance towards this Knight of Wands, this person coming towards you, right? A lot of resistance because it's just like, no, I'm doing just fine on my own. I don't want to do this anymore. And again, maybe you are just fine, Virgo. Maybe you are fine, but, you know, just as long as your decision is based off of you just not wanting someone and not you basing it off of thinking that they haven't changed and they're not worth the investment. Because I do see someone that's extremely stable, worth the investment, not anything bad. Let's get into this Eight of Cups finally for you, Virgo. See what's going on here before we close off this reading. Virgo. So, that Nine of Pentacles may not have been following you in this reading, but the Sun card is, honey. The Sun card is, like, didn't you pull this? No, we didn't pull it, I guess, with this. The Sun card is giving me more affirmation that, like, whatever you walk away from, you're walking into your Sun, right? You're walking into your Sun, Virgo. So it is confirming to me that if you gave something another chance, something from your past, something with the Six of Pentacles, this is definitely a familiar energy of some sort, Virgo. I think I ended up saying Capricorn again, and I apologize. I just did the Capricorn reading before this, Virgo, so please forgive me. I always say every zodiac sign a million times, so it's just like, you guys are like my children. And so it's just like, you know, I just end up saying all of them at once, being like, who are you? But yeah, Virgo, this lets me know, like, instead of, like, you know, this individual is walking off into the moon, right? But you're actually walking off with the promise of something good because you know, like, that moon actually is the sun for you, which, again, the sun is the best card in the deck. Like, you know, I just feel as if, like, yeah, with this Queen of Swords and this Page of Swords, it's just like you kind of need to just start anew with some type of energy. This Queen of Swords lets me know someone that was definitely hurt, someone that definitely was been burned a little bit. But this Page of Swords talks about like a new beginning, a new communication cycle with this person, because it's just like, I just see this being extremely worth it, Virgo, right? I'm not here to peer pressure you, and obviously the decision is yours to make. I know a lot of Virgos are going to hear about some type of old flame and instantly resist this reading, but You know, and I'm not denying that before in the past, Virgo, that it wasn't worth like leaving that person in the past, right? You know your situation, right? Maybe that person just wasn't mature enough. But I do see like this person coming back after learning. I see this person coming back after they got their head on straight. So I don't know what it is that you did. Maybe you inspired this change in them, but they're not coming at you, you know, being a bum. This is not bum energy. I didn't see bum energy. You don't get bum energy with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, right? That's the very opposite of bum energy, Virgo. So if that was like your fear with this person, like, you know, maybe they just gave off that bum energy from before and you're just like, you don't know how to, like, they're not ready for commitment. They're not ready for long term or anything like that. That's not in their brain. I do definitely see it. I see someone that's craving stability, if not having their own stability in their life, and then they wanting to share that with you, Virgo. So, you know, a lot for you to think about, but an overall really good reading. The Eight of Cups is following you, man. This Eight of Cups is definitely following you in the sense of like, you're being called to go to this situation. You're being called to take a risk, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But I feel like it's like one of those risks of like, just opening up. That's like what I feel like the risk is for you, Virgo. It's just opening back up to something again. That's what the risk is, not necessarily inherently going into something unknown like the Eight of Cups showcases, but like actually going back to something from before that you kind of like at one point put in your past. And it's one of those things, Virgo, where it's just like you want to leave your past in the past, but maybe there's a reason as to why some things are not staying in the past for you, because it's meant to be in your present, because maybe it has a place for your future. But yeah, Virgo, that's the card that I have for you. If you did enjoy this reading, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this reading, and also share my readings with a friend if you think they might be into my videos. But until next time, Virgo, I love you so much. Bye.